You good? Ryan, that was a pretty good start under your belt. You'd be happy with that round playing in the morning, I'd imagine.
Yeah, certainly would have taken it starting the day. Kind of got a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth. I had two really good chances on 17, 18 and decided to three-putt 18 from about 15 feet and had a nice bogey-free round going. But, there was a lot of good today. Gave myself plenty of chances and, had the putter been a little hotter, it could have been really, really good. But, as I said, I would have taken 68 to start the day, with especially it got pretty breezy out there later on.
Just what happened on the last hole? It looked like your drive went right. Did you get some sort of drop from...
Yeah, I leaked it a little. I hit the cart path and was up near one of the tents and ended up getting a pretty good number after the drop. Had a really good shot in there and just kind of got the slope a little wrong and it ran away a little bit and had a pretty poor second putt there. But, it was a nice break on the last. Just a shame to... the drive probably deserved a bogey, but shame to not take advantage of a good break there.
Yeah, this is your second start here. What did you learn from the first time you played at this course?
You've just got to be really patient around here, to be honest. There's a lot of tough holes. You can't really take it on as much as you can some other golf courses. The rough's nasty, the greens get firm and fast. They're certainly starting to get that way later on, early this afternoon, and yeah, it's patience is key. You don't have to go out there and shoot 20 under. If you get to double digits around here, you're going to have a really good chance over the weekend. And I did a pretty good job of that for the most part today. Probably was a little too aggressive on a couple of holes, but I hit some really nice iron shots and go out with kind of the same game plan tomorrow.
How would you kind of assess your season so far?
Close. Last week at the Players was a nice week. Again, Saturday, Sunday, I had two pretty decent rounds going and dropped a couple coming home on Saturday. Played pretty awful, but kept the score together the last few holes on Sunday and, missed a couple of cuts by one in Mexico and West Palm. So the game's there. I just kind of got to put some scores together and, today was nice not to make too many mistakes. That's kind of been the bane of my golf game at the moment. Make enough birdies, but make a ton of mistakes, and thankfully I only made one mistake today on 18, which was a pretty dumb one, but the rest of it was pretty good.
Do you have one, Bobby?
Is the course kind of sneaky tough, like harder than you would think just by looking at the scorecard? And
I don't think it's sneaky tough, it's just tough.
Yeah.
You traditionally, if you get to double digits around here, you've got a pretty good chance on the weekend, and that's pretty tough for a PGA Tour event. The greens get firm and fast, the rough's up. There's some pretty narrow corridors to hit down on a lot of holes, and I think on the card it's probably not that long. It's got 5 par 3s, which kind of take a little bit of yardage off, but there's a lot of holes where you're kind of forced to lay back a little bit as well, so it plays longer than what it does on the card. But yeah, if you go out and shoot anything better than even par out there, you've had a pretty good day. I think it's one of those golf courses. I think that's why it's got such a good field. It's everyone loves coming here because it's a tough but fair golf course.
Just finally looking at the wind forecast, and how big was it to get an early start today?
Yeah, I was pretty happy to get that draw when I saw what the forecast was. It definitely got sporty out there later on, and it looks like it's going to continue into tomorrow morning and potentially die off later on. So, it's nice to take advantage of those conditions this morning, and hopefully I can do the same tomorrow afternoon when it starts to calm down. But it goes both ways. I've had plenty of bad draws in my time, and you always like it when you get a good one.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Sure.
Oh, and then what's your kind of plan the rest of the... I know with the wind coming up, does it affect whether you may or may not practice?
I'll do a little bit. I'll go have lunch, and then I had a couple of squirrely drives, just fought a couple of right shots with driver, and need to do some putting as well. The putter kind of let me down today, so hopefully it's not too bad this afternoon. You can still roll some putts on the greens, and I certainly won't do much, but kick my feet up. It was a pretty early start, but yeah, need to do probably half an hour, 40 minutes of work after the round.
Do you watch golf at all? Would you turn on the coverage just to see how?
Yep. If we can find it on TV at our Airbnb, I'll certainly turn it on and watch a bit of the carnage this afternoon.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.